Alright everybody, we're hopping into the other burst mode here. This is the GOGETA Dokkan event burst mode right here, the advent of omnipotence. GOGETA, right? This is the other burst mode. Like I said, if you didn't watch the Vegito burst mode, go watch that. I like to say, like I said, a lot, and I'm referencing the video I just recorded, because for me, that was literally 30 seconds ago. For you guys, it's I don't know how long, so I'm going to be referencing that one a lot, but like I said in that video, these are kind of meant to mirror each other, and that you're supposed to take, like, Vegito versus Gogeta, and then, like, Gogeta versus Vegito. So that's kind of like the idea they're doing here. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be running in with a Potara category team. Turns out I don't really want to run GT bosses, but you do get a huge point bump for running that team, so if you want to try to do that, go for it. There are not many GT bosses in the game, though, so I wish you all the luck in the world. I'm going to be doing that as my secondary run, where I just hop in with no modifiers. We just clear it with the other category, and we just get our last mission complete. But for our 6,000 point run, this is what we're going to be running in with. We're going to be using Potara. We're going to have Tech and Int characters. This should give us a pretty good roster. Initially, I was trying to do it with Int and Physical, and I was just having, like, a lot of really bad luck with that, just because, like, it just... Or, I'm sorry, I was trying to do it with Tech and Physical. And the roster for that just wasn't great for this Dokkan event specifically. I was getting to that, like, STR Gogeta phase, and he was just shredding me, so... we dropped it down. I noticed that it was only, like, a 20-point dip to go to Tech and Int, which is just so much better. So I did that, and then we got to the team cost, and I was doing it at max team cost, and again, I noticed that it was only a 20-point downgrade to go up 100 team cost, which really does matter. And then I turned on all of this stuff, and sadly, I did have to turn on the attack bump, but because we're able to run, like, a much better team up here, I wasn't too concerned about it. So we do have that on. I do have the full damage reduction on. I could drop this down a little bit, because again, it's not much of a stat bump. We have 100 points to work with. We just need to hit 6,000, right? So we've got a little bit of leeway here. I have the minimum attack modifier on. We have the full defense, and again, we have quite a bit of space to work with on this, so adjust this as you see fit. The way I have it set up, we're in for another, like, 30 turner, so, you know, that's what we're doing. I never turned the lock on. I don't ever want that. I do have the All Allies Key 3 down on, just because the way I'm going to set up these rotations, it shouldn't be an issue. And then no support items, of course, gives you a huge bump, and then no support memories gives you a huge bump. Let's go ahead and scroll over to the team that I've created right here. Let me change the leader so that we can actually get a Tech Vegito. So if I go to Tech Potara, this is definitely not a free-to-play player, like, friendly event, nor is it, like, a new player-friendly event, because, I mean, they're asking you to have just, like, a lot of units across a lot of different types, and there's just not very many free-to-play options here. I mean, Candy Vegito's free-to-play, I'm bringing him. This guy's free-to-play. I should consider bringing him, because we have several Realm of Gods category allies on the team, so he would actually be getting a decent buff, and he's a support. Yeah, instead of Candy Vegito, let's bring the Supreme Kai. He's, let's bring him instead. But yeah, you can see there's just not a lot to work with here in this roster, so we're going to be hopping in with this. My rotations are going to be, like, the 2 Vegito Blues, and then the Merge Zamasu and Goku Black and Zamasu. That's the plan, at least. And then we're going to have this other Vegito floating, which they can... The Vegito and Gogeta units work great as floaters, so that's the plan. Whenever you're on the map, I definitely recommend trying to get as many of these key ups as possible, especially if you chose the key down modifiers. This is just going to make your life a lot easier, so let's do that. We can grab this question mark. Usually the question mark on the key paths are, like, super extra bonus key, so yeah, it looks like we're starting out with quite a bit of key here. We got really good... We actually got perfect opening rotations as well, so let's go ahead and hop in here, and I'll, you know, play the first rotation or two, and then we're going to cut, and I'll just kind of play as, like, kind of some highlights happen, so be on the lookout for that as we go throughout the event. Pretty good opening RNG right here. Oh, and I can also go ahead and switch to the in-game audio as well. There we go. Sorry, that was probably a bit jarring, but it is what it is. Alright, let's grab Vegito as super attack. Cool. Again, pretty good opening RNG here. I cannot complain at all. We're going to get both Vegetos on the same turn, so we're going to burn their guaranteed dodging turn both on turn 4. I mean, that'll be fine. It'll just mean that our end cap and front cap are protected, so that'll be good. Oh, sorry, I like, caught something in my throat, though. Let me drink some tea. I'm drinking some, I think this is coconut. I think it's coconut. It's coconut tea. It's pretty good. Yeah, Merge Zamasu is going to be fine in here. He's a great unit. No issues there. We are on a pretty good leader skill. The Vegetos have a 3-key 170% across the board buff to Patara. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Of course, 200% leader skills are the best in the game right now, but 170s are serviceable, so, you know, we're missing out on a little bit of stats, but not too much that we have to be worried about it. So, let's do this. I'm not a huge fan of this Vegeto, and you guys will see why. This guy builds up defense really slowly, and he starts out really low. That's, you know, he is easy aid, and he does share quite a few links with this guy, especially after they transform. But I've just never been a huge fan. And then this unit's okay. Hopefully we can get them transformed. Them transformed is really good, for at least for a few turns while he's crazy. Yeah, you can see, like, Vegeto's taking damage here. Like, come on, dude. And for Slot, like, he gets, what is it? He gets, I think, 3 key and a medium chance to crit if he gets hit before he attacks. That is just, like, so much nothing. Yay. I mean, we need this guy to do as many attacks as possible. The more attacks he's doing, the more stacks he gets, and the more damage and the more defense he has. So, you know, we want him getting as many attacks, specifically supers, as possible. So, anyway, this is the first 2 turns here. We will end at the end of this, or not end, but we'll cut at the end of this turn, and we will come back later in the event. I'll try to show every time I clear a phase, or, like, I get to the end of a, like, cycle here. There's 4 stages in this Dokkan event, or 4 phases, I should say. So, I'll come back at each of those, and then if something interesting happens, like if, I don't know, Tech Vegeto Blue does, how many supers can he do on a turn? 1, 2, 3. If he does, like, a 4 super turn, I'll cut and come back and show you guys the, like, the 4 super turns. So, if anything like that happens, I'll be sure to show you guys. But until then, you know, hang tight. For you, it's going to be about 2 seconds. For me, it's going to be, like, half an hour before we come back here. So, hang tight, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back pretty quickly, but I figured I would show you guys the triple Vegeto Blue turn here and just, you know, see what they can do. We got my Vegeto up first. This is his this is his guaranteed additional. He still has the 30% chance, possibly. Okay, that's probably the 30% chance, and then we could get the hidden potential as well. Usually, if you proc the first 3, you're most likely going to get the hidden potential, but it's hard to say whether that was the hidden potential or the 30% chance. That could have been either. So we got 3 attacks there? Yeah, we got 3 attacks there. That's pretty good. 3 out of 4 is good. How many does this guy give us? You know, normals? You just want to give us normals? That's, you know, that's something you can do. Alright, that's good. As long as this guy is, like, double supering every turn, I won't have a huge issue with him. I remember when that guy came out, man. My roommate in college got super lucky pulling for that Tech TUR Vegeta whenever he first came out. I remember I was, like, sitting in my room, like, trying to pull him. And I was like, I don't know, 1,500 stones deep into the banner and hadn't gotten a single copy. And he was in there on the couch. Like, he did, like, I swear it was like 600 stones or less, and he had him rainbowed. I don't even know if it was 600. I think it was like 250, and he had him rainbowed. I mean, he got, like, his first multi, he got 2 copies. Right? And then the second multi, he got, or I think, like, second multi, he didn't get any. But he still got, like, a featured unit. Third multi, he got another one. And then, like, 4th or 5th multi, he got another double. And I was just like, bruh. And I'm like sitting in there just suffering, trying to pull that guy. So anyway, that was the triple Vegeto Blue turn. I don't know. Was that impressive? Maybe. I wasn't really paying attention. I'll be honest. I'm trying to get the GOGETA, or well, the Vegeto event burst mode put up. So I'm working on that. We'll cut and come back again whenever something interesting's going on. My mic has been muted. I've been talking to you guys. I was talking about we got the Dokkan attack. Vegito Blue went like really insane on that turn. Sorry about that. And then I was talking about the Bobbity EZA. I'm trying to respond to some comments on there. And, you know, the biggest advice I can give to anybody struggling with that is Physical Hercule is going to be your go-to guy. You know, he has the seal, and he's just type effective, so he can do a lot of damage there. But, you know, I was just talking about how it's got to be really annoying for new players. You know, old players, you don't have an excuse, okay? If you've been around for a while and you just haven't been farming up those free-to-play characters, I mean, that thing has like 13 stages now, right? If you haven't been farming up those other stages, that's on you. Listen, the content was there. You didn't do it because you're like, when would I ever need these terrible free-to-play units? Well, turns out you need them now. You want your 77 ticket multi. This is when you needed them. So, you know, that's why I do everything whenever it comes out, so that I'm not stressed out later on, you know, trying to figure out, you know, how am I going to get my free LR multi? But for new players, I do have some sympathy, because it's like, you know, you join the game and you're like, wait, what do you mean I have to go through 13 other stages? It's like, you know, I was told I just needed to farm up these 2 units to get my 77 unit multi. What do you mean I actually need to do, you know, 30 other units just to get these 2 done? You know, I could definitely see where that is a bit daunting and discouraging. So I have some sympathy for new players, like a lot of sympathy actually, where it's like, yeah, man, sorry, it turns out you actually got to go farm up all these other units, like secretly, that, you know, nobody told you about. So sorry about that. But, you know, Physical Hercule's the key to that. Anyway, I kept you guys long enough. I'll just let this turn play out, and then we will we'll pause again. So, again, sorry, I muted my mic. You were just listening to nothing there for a little bit. But we recapped everything, so... anyway. I figure if you're watching this, you're just, like, I don't know. I mean, for you guys, it's not going to be that long. It's only a 13, 14-minute video at the moment. So, it's not too bad, but, you know, for me, this is like a whole ordeal. I'm trying to get videos put up and thumbnails made at the same time, so it's taking me a little bit longer to get through this than I would have expected, but at least we have a lot of tech units here to get through this this AGL phase. So anyway, I'll come back whenever we are probably about to finish off this phase, so see you guys then. Alright, we're in the final phase here, and I figured this was a good time to go ahead and pop this out. So we got the active skill skips off. This is a good time to play this. Alright, there we go. That guy's still pretty cool. Do we want to put him in slot 1? I mean, we probably can, and it'd be fine. How much key can we get for him in slot 1? Not a lot. Oof. What's our key issue? Has his passive worn out? Is that what am I thinking of here? Because his key seems really low. Not sure. Well, it's fine. We'll grab all this AGL key. Ooh. No, we'll grab this with them. And then what can we do for merge? Oh, we can grab all this AGL key. Oh, we lost the additional key per key sphere obtained. That's what happened. I'm not sure when we lost that, but that's why his key is so low. Luckily, whenever you activate a active skill, it gives you all of your buffs as if you had 24 key. So, you know, we're fine here. But yeah. I just wanted to play that active skill. We'll come back whenever we're further into this event. I don't think there's anybody in this team that can really get us killed, so we should be fine just from here on out. But yeah, I just wanted to play the active skill for you guys, so, you know, it is what it is. We'll come back again later into the event, probably whenever we have Vegito Blue's active skill, so be on the lookout for that. All right, sorry about that. We were probably a little bit long on that last cut there. So, you know, we're getting towards the end of the event here. I think next turn we're going to be able to finish it up. We're going to have Tech Vegito Blue use his active skill in slot 3. Doing so will give him the 70% chance to dodge. It'll give him the additional for being in slot 3. It'll give him the 7 key for being in slot 3. It'll give him the additional for being at 24 key. Then we're going to move him into slot 1, and he'll have his additional for being in slot 1, his 30% chance for being in slot 1, his 5 key from being in slot 1, and he's going to do his normal super attack, and he could do the hidden potential super attack. So I think between all of that, I think we're going to kill him next turn. I did not use this Vegito Blue's active skill in anticipation of using the one on next turn. It didn't really matter to me which one we used, but you know, I wanted to see if we could get like a super crazy turn out of my Vegito, kind of like this. I mean, this is pretty good from this guy right here. So hopefully we can get a crazy turn like that from mine next turn. I mean, at bare minimum, he's going to be doing a ton of additionals. So we will see. We're going to play the active skill. Oh, we didn't quite get the fusion. That's kind of unfortunate. I thought we were going to fuse with them. Oh well, let's play the active skill here in slot 3, and let's get this event cleared up. And I'll probably just play his attacks. So let's just do the outro now. Let me know what you guys thought about this burst mode here against Gogeta Blue. I would say this team was definitely a lot easier to do than the Gogeta team. The formula was a little, you know, nicer here in terms of like we're bringing pretty much an actual Potara team into this. The weakest character being this guy, and only because I'm not running him in slot 1. You know, he does get guard in slot 1, so this is what we're working with here. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to let Vegito Blue roll us out of here, and then I'll just collect my missions. I guess I'll do one more run with GT bosses. We'll just tack it on at the end and talk a little bit over there. But for now, I mean, we're gonna just let this play out. So I'll come back whenever we're at the GT bosses team building portion of the video.
その目に焼き付けておくんだな。これがデビットの真の力だ。ファイナルカメハメハ！
Alright, everybody, we're hopping in with the GT Bosses team here. Nothing crazy going on. I mean, this is just a pretty standard GT Bosses team build here on Global at the moment. GT Bosses is definitely one of the worst categories in the game. I don't know if it's top 10 worst, but it's definitely up there, you know. I can't say that this is worse than, like, Saviors, because there are some, like, decent units on this category. Like, this Physical Omega's okay. Tech Sin is okay. And they all are just kind of cohesive together, so... I mean, there is that, right? It's not like Saviors, where it's just like a hodgepodge of units and they have no leader. I mean, these guys don't really have a leader either at the moment, but at least they're cohesive together, right? Hey, here we go. This is my first... Oh, we got the 7 tech orbs. So this is my first use of this unit on the channel. They do share 5 out of 7 with Tech Sin here. And they need 7 orbs in order to get their full buff here, so... let's take a look at new level of power. Ice and Nova Shinron. Let's see what they've got here for us. Type disadvantage up against Gogeta. All right, a 3.76 million attack stat. Listen, they're only on a 150% lead here under Super 17. But I mean, these guys aren't very good, right? There's a reason I have not done videos on these guys yet, okay? They are not cooking, so... Anyway, you just hop in here with the GT Bosses team. Easier said than done, just because GT Bosses is not a very fleshed out category. But do the best with what you've got. And hop in here, see if you can get it done. This shouldn't take us very long. So we're just going to clear through this event. I'll show you. We'll collect the last mission, and then that will wrap up the video. So let me know if you guys are struggling at all with this, or, you know, if you breezed through it, or just how your experience with Burst Mode went. I think Burst Mode's okay. I think Burst Mode is definitely a tool that they should consider, like, putting more dev time into and letting us be able to customize more about the event. You know, like, let us change the boss's typings, the attack frequency, things like that I think would be good to add to Burst Mode. And then, you know, the rewards are okay. They're not too bad. Being able to buy, like, soundtracks is, you know, pretty nice. People have been asking for a jukebox feature in this game for years, so now that we're kind of finally getting it, I'm sure some people are happy about that. It was never something that I was really, like, crazy excited for, but now that we have it, I'm kind of like, okay, you know, it's nice that we have it, so. I don't think we're going to wrap up on this turn. We could have if I had, like, juiced this guy instead of them. But for the meme, we're juicing Ice and Nova, so... you know, we have to juice them. We are required by law to go full meme status with them. Yeah, we might actually make it to 2 turns. You know, we might make it to turn 5 in this event. That's pretty nifty. It depends on what Ice and Nova want to do for us here. Well, what do Ice and Nova got in the tank? You know, they've got, like, the longest super attack animation in the world. Any day, guys. We got another one coming in. You know, 3.97 million. What, they have, like, 100k defense or something? That's pretty cool. Look at them go here. Oh, it looks like we are going to finish it off. Ice and Nova clutched it up for us, so... Alright, let me know what you guys thought about this burst mode. This is the GOGETA. The Vegito video should already be up on the channel, so if you haven't found that yet, go check it out. I've got a few more videos to record tonight to post tomorrow, so be on the lookout for Broly Red Zone showcases for Vegito and GOGETA tomorrow. Or maybe today. I don't know what day you're watching this. Maybe it was last week. I don't know. Anyway, that's the last mission done. I gotta mute the game. But we can go ahead and collect it here. So there's all 20 missions done for the event. Let's grab those. Yeah, I mean, this is, like, decent, right? Like, some players can get some use out of these training items and medals. And, you know, this is a decent amount of Zenny. A Kai and some meat is nice. And 9 stones isn't nothing. So between the two, that's 18 stones, right? So not too bad. Let me know what you guys thought about Burst Mode. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to catch you guys next time.